Hi, I'm Charlotte, an onboarding specialist at Receipt Bank's Washington, D.C. office, and I'll be showing you how to submit financial documents for processing by Receipt Bank. First, access the workspace you are submitting to by selecting it on the sidebar menu. Accounts payable receipts, bills, and invoices are submitted to the cost workspace, while sales invoices are submitted to the sales workspace, and bank statements are submitted to the bank workspace. Select your workspace, then click the green Add button in the top right of the screen. This screen details the different submission methods through which you can submit this document type. Costs can be submitted via upload, email, Receipt Bank's mobile app, and invoice fetch, while sales and bank statements can only be submitted via upload. Whichever method fits best with your workflow, Receipt Bank will always extract all of the available bookkeeping data from any submitted items. The upload submission method is great for soft copy documents already on your hard drive, or documents that have been scanned in. Select the user who owns these documents from the Owner drop-down menu, and specify whether the files you're uploading represent a single item, which can include documents that run over multiple pages, or multiple items, where each page is treated as a separate item. Drag and drop the files into the green box or click it to select them. The upload will begin automatically, and the files will enter the In Processing section of the workspace. Cost items can also be submitted by email and mobile app. Submit digital documents directly to Receipt Bank by forwarding them to a dedicated email address, which ends in @receiptbank.me. Click the Email tab to see this address for each user on the account. These are automatically generated by Receipt Bank, but you can edit them if you wish. To edit your email in address, click My Profile in the sidebar menu. Then click My Details and edit the email in field. You can edit those of other users on the account as well. Click Users in the sidebar to see details of everyone who has a profile on this account. Click Manage under a user, then click Edit User Details and edit the email in field. Any digital cost items can be forwarded to your Receipt Bank email in address, including documents included as an attachment or entered in the body of an email. Receipt Bank's mobile phone app is the most efficient way to submit cost items in real time. It's a free download from either the iOS App Store or Google Play Store, and once downloaded, the first step is to log in using the same details as you would to access the Receipt Bank web application. Submitting receipts and other hard copy items with the app is as simple as taking a photograph. First, tap the camera icon at the bottom of the screen to open the camera. Then get your invoice or receipt in frame and tap the green shutter button. That's it. On the next screen, you have the opportunity to review the image. If it's blurry or hard to read, tap Retake in the top left to take the photo again. If there's additional information to add to the item before it goes to Receipt Bank for processing, such as a description, tap Edit in the top right. When you're happy with the image, tap Submit for processing, and Receipt Bank will take care of the rest. The app will show the item being uploaded to our servers and entering the data extraction queue. Depending on the type of item being submitted and how many, there are 3 different camera modes to choose from. These are indicated by the text above the green shutter button at the bottom of the screen and can be switched by swiping. Single mode is the most used mode and takes 1 photo to be submitted on its own. It's perfect for submitting single-page receipts and invoices. Multiple mode allows you to take multiple photos which, when submitted, are each treated as individual receipts and invoices. Combined mode, on the other hand, takes multiple photos that are stitched together are treated as a single item on submission, so it's great for submitting multi-page or double-sided receipts and invoices. Cost items can also be submitted via invoice fetch, which automatically collects receipts and bills from online supplier portals. This means that you don't need to spend any more time logging into each of your supplier's websites and downloading each document manually before sending them to Receipt Bank. Instead, they're automatically collected, extracted, and sent to the costs inbox. To set up Invoice Fetch, click Connections on the sidebar menu, then click Costs. The next page is where you can view your connected suppliers or search the list of suppliers available to connect to ReceiptBank. Use the search bar in the Browse tab to find a supplier that regularly posts a receipt or bill to their online portal. This could be a phone or internet service provider, utility company, or subscription-based service. After choosing a supplier, you'll be asked to provide the login details for the supplier portal in order to allow ReceiptBank access to fetch the documents. Once you've confirmed the login details, a pop-up will ask you to keep the tab of your browser open while ReceiptBank completes the connection. You can continue to use ReceiptBank in another browser tab while this takes place. If two-factor authentication is required, another pop-up will prompt you for the additional information. This is usually an SMS or email message with a one-use code. Enter this and click Send. The supplier will be added to the Connected Suppliers tab. You can use the Manage dropdown to edit, disable, or delete any of the connections between ReceiptBank and a supplier. After you connect a supplier to the Fetch function in ReceiptBank, it will add any documents to the client inbox within 24 hours. Following that, we'll check for and download any new documentation on a weekly basis, unless you disable or disconnect the supplier from the Connected Suppliers tab of the Invoice Fetch page. With Invoice Fetch, you'll spend less time finding documents and more time on the processes that matter to your business. Remember that whichever method fits best with your workflow, ReceiptBank will always extract all of the available bookkeeping data from any submitted items.